Hello everybody, Glasshalf here, and it is pre-order day tomorrow, and Games Workshop promises that everyone who orders Octarius this weekend will get a copy. Big statement, good statement, excited to see it said. In an absolute shocking turn of events, they even call out scalpers on that article, and not just as existing, but as being a problem. I think that's the first time they've ever mentioned scalpers exist, and that they know it's an issue, so this isn't about that. I just wanted to throw that out there because I was genuinely shocked to see the word scalpers on a Warhammer community article. Anyway, no fault. It's not what the video is about. Let's move on. Now, I can already see you typing out. I can feel it. You're typing out, oh my god, you're such a shill for GW because you praise them. Okay, but let's talk about how to give them as little money as possible. Okay, does that kind of flip the balance a bit for you? I mean, obviously, just don't play GW games, use Wikipedia, 3D print everything. There you go. But if we're not going to meme that heavily, right, let's see if buying Octarius is actually worth doing. Now, I'm going to be looking at pounds here, and I'm going to be looking at the RRP at this point, but I buy everything from GW at 25% off. I don't buy from the main site. There's a place close to me that does 25%, so when I'm saying the Compendium is £30, and you have to buy that if you want to pay anything outside of the Octarius box, actually that's £22.50, but you get it, right? Maybe you don't have a minus 25%, maybe you only have minus 10%, I don't know. And although the actual price number will vary, the ratio of how much you're saving doesn't really change. So anyway, with the FOMO being taken away and us all being able to just kind of leisurely decide if we want to buy Octarius, it's up to us to make a responsible decision. I know. So let's break down what you actually get and then what you probably should actually get. That made sense. Just don't think about it too much. We have also seen the roadmap for Kill Team going forwards, but right now we don't know any details, and will we get a full Octarius scale release with a rotating method of buying a core rulebook every 3 months? I don't think so, but I don't know. So let's just ignore that and dive into the numbers for the Octarius box. But first, if you're a subscriber to my channel, I'd like to give you a big double hello. Wow, wasn't that a wholesome sound? And if you want a double hello in the next video, subscribe now. Thank you. Okay, so look, I had a script written over here. That's where I'm looking. And it was like 10 minutes of me breaking down the numbers, exactly what you get. It was relatively comprehensive. And then at the end of it, I just wrote a summary saying, okay, so this is blah, 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 and you should do this. And this is blah, blah, blah. It costs this much, and you should do this. And actually, that's the entire video. So I'm going to remove the entirety of that script, and I'm just going to tell you the summary, because everything else after I'd written it, I mean, I needed to write it so I could get there for myself, but you don't care. You don't care how I got to those numbers. I'm just going to read exactly what the summary was. Okay, let's review. Obviously that was originally said at the end of a long script. Only buy everything individually if you know you can't be bothered to sell the teams, because that will cost you £92. If you don't need either faction, but you do want the terrain, buy the box, sell the teams. Depending on aftermarket selling, this will cost you £85. If you want to buy everything individually, buy it from third-party resellers and at an assumed 50% off if Pariah Nexus is anything to go by, then everything you need to play Kill Team, but without any teams or terrain, will cost you £61. That's assuming the Compendium was bought at full price, which you're not going to do, but... And finally, if you genuinely want to jury rig everything, but without doing anything illegal, you pretty much only need paper and some scrap sprue, plus the rules. And that's it. So you could get in, let's take, what, £45 for the 2 books, and everything else you make yourself. That was like a 15-minute script I just cut out. So there you go. Obviously, I wasn't talking you through the process of how I got to that little recap, but you don't need it. You know what you need to buy. You know what you need from that box. I would say, I just want to throw it in there, if you don't know, the TAC Ops cards are super useful. You don't need them though. The tokens and the barricades are super useful, but you don't need them. You will have to find a way of proxying both of those items, but you don't have to do it officially by GW. If for some reason you don't want to give them money, or you're just trying to do it cheaply, you can figure out other ways to play the game without those. So yeah, right, let's talk about other things for a bit so I can flesh out to 8 minutes. Thanks. Firstly, tomorrow at 10 AM, I'm going to be releasing my Compendium flip through. I'm doing it in 4 videos, breaking it into super factions. So Imperium, Chaos, Eldar, and the rest of the Xenos. This is actually purely because I want to see which gets more views. By the time you finish watching the first release, the next will be up and ready to watch if you're watching along at the time. Secondly, on Sunday, I'm going to sit down for an interview, AMA kind of thing. It's going to be live with a playtester, Wes from D6 Evolution. That's his YouTube channel. So tune in to hear all about the game from someone that has actually been playing it through lockdown already, as opposed to me and my beginner thoughts. Thirdly, a big thank you for 15k subs. Hashtag channel goals. Hashtag maybe my life isn't meaningless. Hashtag I need external validation. I wrote those into my script, just so you know. I'm super funny. Finally, a question from me to you. Talk to me about bat reps, guys. I've already made a community post where I'm running a poll. So far it is incredibly one-sided, but whatever. Over lockdown, I had the time to make battle reports. I hope you saw them. I think they were genuinely good content on my channel. Like, I'm not going to lie. Maybe they weren't for everybody, and yes, they were sad hammer instead of against somebody, but, you know, lockdown, what could I do? And I think that by the time I did my Commanders Asiani versus Grey Knights, I had a really good formula. This type of battle report takes me so long to do, it is insane. It's analytically not viable for me, like from a YouTube perspective. It takes me 16 man hours, start to finish, to do one battle report. And it gets fewer views than me sitting in front of a webcam and reading a web page for 20 minutes. And I hate editing. I really hate editing. I love the end product, but the creation of it for lackluster performance tears me apart, Lisa. But if enough people want it, I'd love to do that kind of thing, like to be my content, like really. The main issue is the editing. So an alternative would be a live bat rep akin to Tabletop Titans or Vanguard Tactics. Vanguard Tactics, by the way, have just done a Kill Team battle report, so consider checking that out. I mean, just to be clear, I'm not going to be doing a 4-hour-long crazy battle report. It's Kill Team, it's an hour and a half tops, right? I mean, 4 hours is insane, but genuinely not having to edit that means that I would actually do it on a regular basis. It's absolutely amazing from a creator's perspective to not have to edit a video, seriously. The negative there is that it has to be 3 people, so I'd need to find a crew, and it requires an outlay of capital to make it actually good to watch instead of just a top-down webcam, which sucks and isn't watchable at all, no matter how hard you try to make it be, seriously. So here's the question, would you rather watch a battle report in my edited style, or in the live Tabletop Titans Vanguard Tactics style? And going from the poll that's already up, I just want to quickly add, I understand that people think they want a highly edited battle report, but just give it a little bit of critical thinking for a moment, because that may well be the case, but those channels already exist, and Tabletop Titans is far and away more successful than any channel at the moment that does battle reports. So consider that. Maybe critical think why. Maybe you think you want an edited one, but you don't, and actually you do like... I don't know, I'm just saying, like, the poll at the moment doesn't tie up with the figures. That's all I'm saying. So, I genuinely want to know, because I would love to do more battle reports, but I have to know that there's the viewership, if you know what I mean. And if you made it to the end of the video, I'd like to give you your Pavlovian reward of a triple hello. Thanks for watching. I hope you've had a good day and continue to have a good day, and see you with the Compendium tomorrow.